What is the key action that governments, companies, or individuals must take in 2008 to better prepare for the future of the Middle East?
To understand my answer, you have to consider that I'm coming from Central Europe, from one of those small countries in Central Europe. And I'm considering what these individuals there in Central and in Eastern Europe, what the governments there might contribute. I think what these people have to get and into their heads is a more open-minded and a more global attitude of what impact their individual actions have. They are thinking very much about their own individual problems in relatively rich countries. Yeah, if you think about also the Czech Republic, Hungary, Romania. I'm from Austria. I don't mention Austria, which is very rich as well. We have to consider what the impact of our actions in this Central and Eastern European region have, even on this region here, on the Middle East. So what is important is to communicate, to tell the people, to train the people how to communicate and with other peoples in the world, what impact the decisions of their governments have. Also considering India, considering China, considering the new players on the worldwide scene. And what impact the elections there have, which politicians we have to get onto the scene. I've seen here Mr. Prodi, the former European, the head of the European Commission, people there, and they're all around the world, have to consider which people they elect as leaders, so that these people, our leaders, democratically elected leaders, can cope with these actions.
And if I may ask you, how can we ensure that there's accountability so that when the leaders are elected, they kind of institute the platforms that they've been elected for? And this also applies to the forum as well, kind of the many ideas that are generated here. How can participants best hold themselves and their colleagues accountable to these ideas?
Accountability is about asking the same question again and again. Yeah. So when we have each year session in the Middle East, World Economic Forum session in the Middle East, there should be also a kind of summary session of what has been discussed last time, what happened in the meantime, and what are the new issues. Yeah. So accountability is about asking other people, leaders, but also normal people, of what they promised a year ago, 2 years ago, and what have they done about this, what they promised. It's not only about having a strict measurement system, but asking them again and again, also in front of other people, because then they will, the second and the third time, they will feel accountable, really accountable, and not just do promising because it's nice wording.